There, Tamara Doris, your Sacramento real estate professional, and today I want to talk about how to be a good short sale seller. And you ask, why should I worry about it? Well, the reason you should worry about it is because these 4 tips I'm going to give you have everything to do with the success of your short sale. And by the way, congratulations on deciding to do a short sale instead of being irresponsible, not paying your mortgage, and just letting it go to foreclosure, making all of our community decline in prices. So good for you for doing it. Number 1. Having a good agent. And a good agent doesn't just mean someone who's real nice and warm and fuzzy. A good agent means someone who's going to be effective and get the job done. How can you tell it's a good agent? One of the first things is that agent interviewing you? And that may sound like a little bit of an odd thing to say, but in reality, I interview my clients because I'm not going to take every short sale that comes along. Some things depend on how flexible and how cooperative, how many loans they have, how late they are on their payment, is there an auction date set, and those things. So you need to ask those questions of yourself, and then you need to pay attention if that agent, when they're interviewing you, is asking you those questions. Because if they're not, maybe they don't know a lot about short sales. So finding a good agent is definitely the first step that you need to take in being a good short sale seller. Second is flexibility. Now, I understand that when you're doing a short sale in your house, you're still living there most of the time, and it's awkward and uncomfortable to have strangers come traipsing through the house that you're going to lose. I get that. However, it's super important that we get your home sold. And if we can't show it, we can't sell it. Now, I do have people who are doing a short sale, and maybe they work from home, and they don't want a lockbox on. And that's cool. If you're going to be home, or you can get, you can set appointments and you can be there. But to say, I don't want a lockbox and I'm never there, that's going to be really tricky to sell, and I wouldn't take a listing like that myself. Also, you can't say, oh, we're home on the weekends, I don't want to show it on the weekends, because you know what? People look at houses in the weekends and in the evenings. So your flexibility is number 2. Number 3 is being prepared. Now, when I sit down to take a short sale listing, if I decide to take it, and the seller wants me to represent him or her or them, then I always have a list of things. You don't have to get this to me right now, but as soon as we get an offer in, we're going to need this. And it's things like your pay stubs and your bank statements, your tax records, your financial status, a hardship letter. So those are things that are going to be really important. So you being prepared and ready to provide those materials, those documents to your agent is going to be really important too. And then fourth and final, trust your agent. Now, if you've done tip 1, by hiring a good agent in the first place, then step 4 should be easy, right? Because if you're going to hire someone to represent you, to help you avoid foreclosure, you better trust that person. And so when I say trust that agent, what I'm saying is, if the agent says we need to lower the price, we need to accept this offer, we need to do this, you need to have trust in that process, because if you don't trust that agent, it's going to slow everything down. I always make sure at the very beginning of my short sale listing, discussions, I'm just going to knock the price down until we get an offer in. Because until we get an offer in, we're not going to know if the bank is going to approve it or not. We have to start somewhere. They're not going to call me in most cases and say, oh, this is Bank of America. Go ahead and list that short sale at $150,000. They don't play that way. So you've got to trust your agent. So those are the 4 tips. Hire a good agent. Be flexible in your showings. Be prepared with your paperwork, and then trust that good agent. If you have any questions about short sales, or if you're interested in keeping your home, which is always a good option if it's at all possible, visit my website at www.inlovewithsacto.tv. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a fabulous day. Bye-bye for now.